So we must share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, if you didn't catch the other video, this is where I took out squash that were impacted by the squash vine borer, as well as this entire bed. This morning, I came out and I also saw that this plant, which happened to be an extra pumpkin that I put from over here was also impacted. I hope and pray that my beautiful pumpkins that are here, that appear to be doing good, are going to be okay. This one is not growing at all, so I suspect that that might be impacted. I gotta check out these roots later. Those two pumpkins are still looking okay, but I was wondering why that one kind of looked like it had stalled a bit on growth. So I really hope that's not the case, because it's going to be super disappointing. But I'll walk you over. This morning, this tomato plant was completely knocked over. We got a ton of rain last night. The trellis is it's barely hanging on. It's split here and it's leaning over here, so I'm gonna have to do some repair here. And here is the poor impacted plant. As you can see, I want to show you all. This is the effects of the squash vine borer. It gets in and ruins the poor bee. I'm sorry, I took your plant away. It's trying to attack me, but yes, gets in, destroys the vine, and the nutrients can't get to the plant. So I had to tear that one out. Very disappointing morning, honestly. It's a disappointing morning, but this is the reality of gardening, you know. This is the reality. So can't just share only the good, as much as that would be good. It looks like I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that one. I hope it didn't get to it. That one looks fine. But I'm gonna have to look at the pumpkin later on. It's completely wet out here, so I'm not gonna do that right now. So yeah, this root looks okay. This one might be impacted, but I have to check into that later. There's two more roots over there. They look fine. All of these roots are sort of intermingled. So whatever plant that this small one here is from, may be impacted. And then I have the two larger ones over there. But yeah, I have to kind of get in and assess this root situation later. Hopefully they will be okay, because like I said, I'll be super disappointed. These will be my first, like, I've had a ton of zucchini, but these would be my first ever pumpkins. I was so excited. I shouldn't say I am so excited. I don't want anything to happen to my pumpkins. With the rain, I don't know, I think my potato plant completely flopped over, so I'm just gonna need to check in there and see if anything's even gonna happen. The same thing happened to this potato plant. They flopped completely over. It looked like the rain just took everything down. So it must have been a pretty good storm. On the positive, my seedlings got a nice drink overnight. On another note, even though I cut all of those starts off this sweet potato, it keeps growing. It seems like after every rain, I've never seen anything. I've never grown sweet potatoes before, so I guess maybe this is what it's supposed to do. We got one, we got two, three. No, there's another one. There's a tiny one here. Four. Oh, five. So we got 5 on that plant. So that is six. Got a little tiny one right here. I can't get it. Ooh, there. Sorry, y'all. I bumped the camera while I was looking at the peppers, but the peppers are coming in pretty good. These just arrived yesterday and got them on Amazon, and so it'll come in handy. Got to get some pruning done. I need to make sure that these plants are still looking good. On another, I do see a flower that looks like it is a two female flowers in here, so that is a good sign. I know I cut back some leaves on this plant. I'm sorry, some leaves off of this plant. So it's grown obviously substantially back. The amount of rain, these leaves are, I don't know if you can, okay, this is a normal size of a clippers. These are my hands compared to this leaf. So you can see this leaf is obviously gigantic. So I've got quite a bit of work to do and not enough time to get it all done today. Particularly today is one of those days where I could spend the entire day in the garden, and it's not going to happen. So we'll see what we can knock out maybe later on today. Things were in a bit of a state after the rain, so we'll have to see what we can get done. I'll try to hopefully share some positive news later on. The bees are still enjoying some pollen, so there's a positive. They're happy, unless I'm too close, then they're not. Anyway, in either case, I hope you get to spend some time in your garden today. Thanks for stopping by.